Oh, Jamar Chase with the dive. Because Garrett Wilson's wide open. Garrett Wilson, touchdown Barrett. What's going on, guys? And welcome back to another video here in the World of Juice channel, and welcome back to another episode of the Chicago Cougars Relocation franchise here on Madden 22. It is week number 18 of the final season, the last regular season game we will ever play in this franchise. One solo tear streams down the faces of everyone watching. It is a sad day. It's not going to be as sad of a day as the final episode when we kind of recap the entire series and kind of do a full just retrospective and reminiscing of the joy and the entertainment and all the cool things that have happened in this series. So that video is going to be it's a whole other thing of sadness and joy and just mixed emotions. But this one is a little bit sad as well, because this is the final regular season game of the franchise. We will never play as the Chicago Cougars in a regular season game ever again. It will never happen. After this one, it'll never happen again. And we're playing the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, who obviously they don't have Tom Brady anymore. And we have a chance of winning 16 games, so that's also pretty big. Last week, we didn't look super comfortable out there. Yes, we were going up against a 99 overall Kyler Murray because the wheel spin made us go up against him. But, I mean, we still kind of struggled, even though we probably shouldn't have because the rest of that Cardinals team was not amazing. I don't expect us to struggle too much against Tampa, but then again, you never really know. It's Madden. You never really know what we're going to do or how we're going to play in any given game. So, next episode is going to be the divisional round of the playoffs because we've already locked up the number one seed in the AFC, so we're going to have the bye week for the wild card. So after this game is over, we will simulate to the wild card week and then simulate after the wild card week so that next episode we can start right away at the divisional round. So playoffs are right around the corner next episode. I hope you guys are excited. If you are, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, join the Juice Club. Let's get into the final regular season game of the entire series. Here we are. Week 18. It is upon us. 15-1 versus 8-8. We are going to win the division easily. We're going to be the number one seed easily. If we take a look at the playoff picture, there's not really much of a challenge, I wouldn't think, as long as Kansas City doesn't get bumped or doesn't get out of the wild card round. If they do, then we're going to be in for a challenge, although they are the 2 seed, so the only way we'd match up with them is if we play them in the AFC Championship. Because our matchup, since we're the 1 seed, we'll play the lowest seed out of everybody here. So if the Browns end up winning, that's who we'll play in the divisional. If the Steelers win, we'll play the Steelers. If the Broncos win, we'll play the Broncos. That's considering the Bengals beat the Steelers. So if all the seeds win, then we'll play the Bills. So that's how that happens. And it is going to be very, very interesting because we have home field advantage, so we don't have to worry about playing in the weather. That's also a good thing. And we are going to Raymond James. I don't think it's going to be, obviously not going to be snowing. It's Florida. But it could be a little rainy. You never know. You never know down in Florida. Florida's a weird place. It could be a little rainy, a little sloppy. I do want to check out some records because this is our last chance to do anything. The postseason doesn't count towards the records. So this is our last chance to do anything that we want to do. So season passing yards, Trey Lance is right up here in 3rd place with 5,300 passing yards. He needs a little over 100 to pass Peyton Manning in 2013. So Trey Lance most likely will have the season passing yards. That's awesome. Touchdowns, he already has it. So that one's checked off. Done. Rushing yards, we're not going to get it. He's not even on the list. I don't even know how many Jonathan Taylor has. And Zeke's just having a historic season. 2,400 rushing yards. Unbelievable. Rushing touchdowns, Jonathan Taylor's not on the list, but I think if he has like 2 or 3, he'll at least get on the list, which will be good. But we're not, I mean, 31 touchdowns and 2,400 rushing yards. Zeke is the MVP. I give him the MVP, man. He's having an amazing season. Receiving yards, Terry McLaurin is not on the list yet. He needs 1,600, almost 1,700 to get at least on the list. So let me check how many yards he has right now. So receiving yards, he has 1,590. So Terry McLaurin needs to have a big season. And we've got 3 guys over 1,000 yards, by the way. He needs to have a big end of the game, or a big final game, to get on the list, because he has 1,590. How many does Jonathan Taylor have? Jonathan Taylor has 1,690. Okay, so 1,690 and 1,590. So rushing yards, 1,690 is not going to be anywhere close. He'd have to have a 400-yard rushing day just to get on the list. That's just impossible for Jonathan Taylor. But the rushing touchdowns, he can get on the list. I feel like he can. So receiving yards, he has 1,590. So if he has like a 150-yard game, he'll definitely be around this level right here. That's awesome to see. He'd have to have almost a 300 or 400-yard receiving day to get past Calvin Johnson. So that's going to be almost impossible. Receiving touchdowns, he does have it. He got it last episode. Terry McLaurin, check off that one. That one's done. Catches, you're never going to beat the catch record in Madden unless you absolutely go for that. That's the only thing you go for, and you just force feed one receiver the ball. So Michael Thomas broke the catch record. He's going to keep it. It's fine. Sack record, unfortunately, we're not going to get it because TJ Watt set the new sack record last season with 29, which is just incredible. But we can have a chance. There's a small chance that we beat the real-life sack record with Strahan, Gastineau, Jared Allen, Justin Houston, Khalil Mack have all done it. So, I mean, there's a possibility that we get it. I don't know. I'd have to check and see. We already have the We already have the defensive interception record that Surtain got last season, and then we go back to it. So really the only one that we have to worry about is the passing yards record with Trey Lance. We have to worry about the rushing touchdown record with Jonathan Taylor, and we have to worry about the defensive sack record with Trent Favors. Now, if we go over and we check the sacks that Trent Favors has, he has... How many sacks does Trent Favors have again? He has 19, and he needs to get to 22 to get, he needs to get to like 20 or 21 to get on the board, and 23 to win, 22 to tie, because we're not getting to 29. So we're only thinking about the actual 22. So he's very close. If he can get 3 sacks in this game, that would be unbelievable. It's going to be pretty tough. I don't think it's going to happen, but at least we're making an effort. If he could get on the board, that'd be awesome. And Jonathan Taylor... Oh, man, I just had a frog in my throat. Excuse me. If Jonathan Taylor has a couple rushing touchdowns, he's already got 21, which I think is the lowest that is on the board right now. If we go back and check really quickly because I forget. If we go to the rushing touchdowns, 21 is Morris on the board. So if Jonathan Taylor can get to 22 or 23 in this game, then he'll at least be on the board, which will make me feel a little bit better. There's no way we're getting to LaDainian Tomlinson. Certainly no way we're getting to Zeke. But... that is a few records that we do have an opportunity of getting. Trey Lance actually is beating Zeke for the MVP. I don't know about that. I know this is a little bit quarterback bias for Madden, but Zeke's having an all-time historic season for a running back. You got to give him the MVP. I mean, yeah, Trey Lance is my quarterback. I'd love to have him get the MVP. But yeah, and Trey Lance is having a historic season himself. At the end of the day, it's a lot harder for a running back to get these numbers than it is for a quarterback. There's going to be a lot more quarterbacks that reach the numbers that Trey Lance is reaching than there are going to be running backs that reach the numbers Zeke reached in this season. So I'd favor Zeke in that. We obviously are going to win Coach of the Year most likely. We're going to win Offensive Player of the Year, Defensive Player of the Year. We've got 2 guys in the top half, Pat Surtain as well. We don't have a rookie that's leading in the rookie awards, but Trey Lance, Jonathan Taylor, Terry McLaurin, Penei Sewell, Trent Favors. Oh, I thought it was going to be a clean sweep, but we don't have a very good linebacker up there. And then Pat Surtain and Rodrigo Blankenship. So we almost had a clean sweep of all the awards for this season. That would have been awesome. But we know what we have to do. We have our agenda. We know the records we need to beat. The last thing we need to do is spin the wheel for the final time in this series. We will not spin it for the postseason because I already have a lot on my plate trying to win a Super Bowl. So we're not going to spin the wheel for the postseason, for the playoff games. But we are going to spin it for the final time in the series. What is going to be our final spin? 3, 2, 1. Spin the wheel. What is it going to be? It is going to be... trade away a 90-plus player. Oh, baby. Okay. Trade away a 90-plus player is insane. What a pull for the final wheel spin. Wow. Who do we trade? We're not trading Terry. We're not trading Chase Young. We're not trading... Trey Lance, not trading Kyle Pitts, not trading Surtain, not trading Favors. Okay, we don't have a lot of options here. Our only options are Jedrick Willis, Penei Sewell, Romeo Goddard, and Budda Baker, because I'm not trading Jonathan Taylor. So we don't have that many options for a 90-plus player that we have to trade away. We're going to get a 90-plus player back, most likely, but still... Or we could try and get 2 85-pluses for 190-plus. That could be interesting. Romeo Goddard is really good. He's been a solid player for us. He came over from Buffalo and we traded for him. Penei Sewell we also traded for. Jedrick Willis we also traded for. So Jedrick Wills, I keep calling Willis. Jedrick Wills does cost us a decent amount to the cap. So if anybody's going to go, it's probably going to be him. But Penei Sewell, look at the sack difference. He's allowed 37. Penei's allowed 54. So if anybody's got to go, it's probably going to be Penei Sewell. But is there a right tackle that's even comparable to what Penei can do? We could bring back Laramie Tunsil. We had him for the first few seasons of this series. Is there anybody here that's even comparable? Tristan Wirfs is an option, but that's going to cost us a lot. Braden Smith is going to cost way too much. We can't afford him. It's probably going to have to be Tristan Wirfs. I don't see anybody else that even really intrigues me that much. Ryan Ramczyk, maybe, but he costs too much. I don't think we can afford it. Brian O'Neill, 86 overall. It's probably going to have to be Tristan Wirfs, and I don't think they'll go for this because Penei's only a 90 overall. What's that say? This trade would put the team over the salary cap. Oh, we would go over the salary cap, so we'd have to throw in a filler player to them. Do they want Mark Burton? Do they want Mark Burton? Do they want... They need outside linebackers. They need all linebackers, really. Oh, we'd be trading them to Tampa. That's the team we're playing. Oh, that's wild. Who do we have at linebacker that they want? Do they want Darryl Royals or Russ Telfer? Maybe they want Darryl Royals. So we'll throw Darryl Royals and Penei Sewell into the trade. And I can get... Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. And we can give up our first-round pick if we absolutely have to, which we're probably going to have to do. I don't even think, even if we give up the first-round pick, it's going to do anything. We have our first-round pick now. I got worried that we didn't have any first-round picks. This is not going to go through. It doesn't even close. It's not even in the green. Tristan Wirfs is off the table, I'd say. He's just too hard to get with what we have to offer, especially being the fact that we don't have any cap space. So is Penei Sewell still on the board? I think Penei Sewell still has to be the guy that we trade away. The fact of the matter is we're going to have to downgrade at right tackle. Get somebody sub 90, which is not great. But it's just what we have to do. McGlinchey is not great of an option. Trent Brown is 32. Trent Brown wouldn't be horrible to get, but also I'd want to get somebody else alongside Trent Brown. That is not Peyton Turner, whatever. That might be a Peyton Turner in the previous NFL, but that is not the Peyton Turner that is in the NFL now. What about... We're not going to be able to get anybody that great because they're going to probably value... They're not going to value Penei Sewell that much, I don't think. And we can't get anybody super expensive because we don't have any cap space. So the only thing that we'd be able to do is just probably either straight up swap or get somebody that's not going to really help the team, which wouldn't even be really worth it. Although Tommy Tremble, that would put us over $750K. And I would be willing to give up Royals. I would be willing to give up Darryl Royals. So that puts us at 40K. And then I'd be willing to give them PJ Finch. That does it through. Trade offer declined. We feel we could. We don't feel we could afford to move a player at position right now. Thanks, Madden. Thanks for telling me that you don't feel we can do that. So Tommy Tremble's probably off the table. I guess we just go for draft picks at this point, even though we don't need draft picks. So a second-round pick and Trent Brown for Penei Sewell. Trade offer is accepted. We probably could have got a little bit more, but there you go. We traded a 90 overall player. We downgraded a little bit and got somebody a little bit more expensive, which doesn't make sense really, but we did it. And now if we go to the adjust the lineups, Trent Brown is our new right tackle for the final game and for the preseason. And Penei Sewell was our only superstar. That's right. I forgot about that. Penei Sewell was a superstar right tackle with the superstar development, so that's annoying. I kind of wanted Tommy Tremble just to help out with the backup or the backup tight end spot. All right, so we got a full star offensive line, and Trent Brown, not a bad overall. He's a good, solid veteran to have on this team. But I mean, he's not Penei Sewell. Penei Sewell was good. Trent Brown will be fine. I think he'll be fine. I do want to make sure. I want to figure out why Mark Burton always comes into play when everybody's tired. So I need to go to the actual depth chart and figure out what's going on there. I know we don't have a lot of depth at wide receiver, but it can't be Mark Burton. It really can't be Mark Burton coming in. Look at that. We don't have any depth at wide receiver because there's nobody else that can play here. No wonder Burton comes in. We're going to have to put Kyle Pitts in there. He's going to have to be. Him and Dalton Schultz going to have to be backups because I cannot have Mark Burton out there playing wide receiver. That's just not something I can do. Enriquez has been a fine tight end, but Jedrick Wills is a 91 tight end? What? There's no way that if you put Jedrick Wills at tight end, he's a 91. He's 6'4", 312 with 72 speed. I'm going to put him there. If he comes in as a backup, he can't come in as a backup left tackle because he's the starting left tackle. So if there's a play with 3 tight ends on the system, he'd only be playing left, so that can't work. But Trent Brown's an 82, but he's the starting right tackle. I don't know. I don't know what to do. I'm going to have Jedrick Wills as the left tackle or the tight end 3 just to figure out what happens. I'm curious to see what happens if he does come in. Is there anybody else that I want to switch really quick before we jump into this game? I don't think so. Let's jump into the game against Tampa Bay Buccaneers. It's a good thing we didn't trade with Tampa because that would have been awkward. But we do make the trade. Trent Brown's now the new starting right tackle for us, and he will be the starting right tackle for the postseason. So hopefully he doesn't screw up. Let's go see if we can finish off this season strong and win our 16th game and end this series, regular season, off with a bang. Let's do it. Actually, I forgot to do weekly strategy with you guys. So we can't do that yet. I was too concerned with the trades that we can't do. They have Derek Carr as their quarterback. He can't be a starter, can he? I guess he could be. I don't know. We'll defend the outside run of Rojo. I wouldn't think that they would have Derek Carr as their starter this late into the franchise, would they? No, we're not doing the run outside. We're doing the throw it short. I wouldn't think that they would be doing that, but I guess they could be. It's possible that Derek Carr could be the starter here. You know what? Let's just go check the roster out. Let's just go check their roster out. We got a few upgrades, or at least one. It's Darryl Royals. He's happy that we didn't trade him, so he's getting an upgrade. Let's go check out the Tampa roster before we jump into this game, just so we can get a feel for who they have before we actually play them. So, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They do have Derek Carr as their starter. Gardner Minshew is also here, but Carr is their starter at 34 years old. Rojo's still here. They have Mike Evans still here, but then they have Eric Carruthers, who I think we've played before. I don't know. That name sounds familiar. Scotty Miller's still here. O.J. Howard's their tight end, along with Spencer Camarda. Spencer Camarda. He's an X Factor at 24 years old. Cool. Austin Jackson, Ali Marpet, Lamont Gilliard, or Galliard, I don't know how to pronounce your name. Alex Kappa, and Tristan Wirfs, we know, is their right tackle. We know very well. Montez Sweat, Levi Onwuzurike, Vita Vea on the D-line. Shaquille Barrett, Devin White, and Simon Pare are the linebackers. Carlton Davis, Jamel Dean are the corners, with Antoine Winfield, who's regressing. He's got to be just playing bad because like he's unhappy or something. There's no way he's regressed at 27. And then Brandon Roseman is their strong safety. Jerry Morgan and Jaron Copeland are the kicker punter. So it's a little bit of a shooken up roster for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, but mainly the guys on defense, at least that you know and love, are still there. So now we can officially jump into the game and play this one. Leave a like, subscribe to the channel, join the Juice Club. Let's get it.
It's Week 18 of the National Football League, and today's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the reigning Super Bowl champs and the Bucs, and it's coming up next on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us on the west coast of the Sunshine State. Downtown Tampa's the spot, Raymond James Stadium. Just a short time ago, the Buccaneers emerging from their tunnel to the roar of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with their opponents. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And CD, you look at the Bucs in this matchup, they're squaring off against a very tough unit to throw against.
And this is not one of the better passing offenses in the league to begin with, Brandon. And to illustrate that point, they're down near the bottom of the power ranking, so the focus is going to need to be on possession type.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Chicago Cougar football for the final time in the regular season is underway at Raymond James Stadium, and Trey Lance comes out onto the field. 56 touchdowns to just 17 interceptions. We kind of calmed those interceptions down a little bit at the end of this season, which is nice. Still throwing interceptions, but that's just what I do. And you probably noticed that the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are wearing their Jameis Winston jerseys. These are the jerseys that I associate with Jameis Winston because these are the ones they were wearing when they drafted him. And I know a lot of people hate on these jerseys because they didn't look great. They're not like the best looking jerseys, but I always enjoyed these jerseys. I enjoyed when they were wearing them. I thought they looked pretty cool. Just like those Jacksonville Jaguars jerseys that they were wearing with Blake Bortles when they were Saxonville back in like 2017 when they went to the AFC title game and got beat by the Patriots, but that's not the point. I enjoyed those ones with like the two-tone helmet with like the black and then it fades to the gold. I enjoyed that helmet. I enjoyed those jerseys. I know a lot of people clown on those helmets and those jerseys in general, but I don't know if that's just me. I enjoyed those jerseys and those helmets. I thought they were always pretty cool looking. I enjoy the fade jerseys and the fade helmets and stuff. I know a lot of people don't like those kind of jerseys. They should just be like one color if they're gonna do it. But I don't know. I like a little bit of like how the Suns. Now these ones get a lot of hate because they're not like the greatest looking jerseys in the world. The Suns jerseys where they go like it's like the gradient jerseys where they like start at one solid color and then it like fades into other colors down the jersey. I enjoy those jerseys. They're not my favorite jerseys, obviously, but a lot of people don't like those kind of. They think they look ugly and stuff, and I can see why they think that they look ugly, but I enjoy them. What does that matter? if I enjoy them, that's a good thing, yeah, right? Because at least one person does. But getting back to I'm getting a little off topic there. That was my little sidebar rant thing, I guess. Not really a rant, but I'm going to cut this up the field. And, that's balls out, yep. Oh, but it's picked up by Matt Peterson. I knew I should have slid there, but I tried to stretch out as many yards as I could, and I probably shouldn't have. And he fumbled, but Matt Peterson thankfully picked that up. There was like 4 Tampa players in the way, and I was so close. So very, very close to getting a touchdown with Jonathan Taylor. This would be number 22 on the year, and this would hopefully get him on the board. Jonathan Taylor can't do it. He stopped at the 1, or at the 2. Well, that's upsetting that we didn't be able to get that. What do we do now? Because I don't think... I guess we could just extend the touchdown mark for Trey Lance. Terry was wide open, by the way. I don't know who was covering. Nobody was covering Terry. He was absolutely wide open. He extends his lead over everybody. Ooh. Okay, jarring for 4th most in a single season with Marshall Faulk. Interesting. Must just be total touchdowns, not just receiving touchdowns, because Marshall Faulk didn't get many receiving touchdowns in a season. We lead 7-0 against Tampa, but now we get to see Derek Carr in this offense. They still have Mike Evans, they still have O.J. Howard, so there's still like remnants of the Tampa team that we know. But Derek Carr is the new face. I don't know how long he's been here. This could be his first season. I didn't check. But here they come. How's he doing this year? 24-16, 3,600 yards even. Not a horrible season. I mean, he's 34 years old and he wasn't that great to begin with. So I mean, that's a solid season for their quarterback. That's why they're 8-8. There's Rojo, and he will go for 4 yards. Darrell Royals and probably Trent Favors along the tackle. I really need Trent Favors to get some sacks here. He needs to get pressure all day. He needs to be in the face of Derek Carr every single play and get a sack. There it is, number 20. Number 20 for Trent Favors. He should be on the board. Hopefully. Big time play from Favors. He almost had another one. That ball's out. Lambert's jumps on it. Tevin Lambert. Who popped it? Was it Cam Curl that popped? I don't think Cam Curl popped that. I don't know who it was, but it popped out, and this Tampa offense is in shambles in the first quarter. That's going to be Jonathan Taylor. He's going really nowhere. Let's see if we can get a touchdown here with Terry McLaurin, because that's really the only goal. Not touchdowns, but to get yards. Oh, Kyle Pitts. I have to go to you, Kyle. Tajay Chamberlain caught that. Tajay Chamberlain legit caught that off the deflection. He just happened to be out of bounds. That was wild. I thought we were going to get a deflection touchdown. If I could do the same thing, Terry McLaurin, corner of the end zone, secure catch, touchdown Cougars. They're going to booth review it, but I don't see them overturning this, and they don't. They keep it there. And Trey Lance has now thrown 58 touchdowns in a season, and Terry's got 27 receiving touchdowns. The only reason I threw it to Terry, not only because it was a good throw and he was open, but because I'm trying to get the yards that he needs to get, and that helped. He needs to get over 100 yards to get the record, so, or at least get on the board. I think it's the record. He needs to have a big day, basically, to get on the board. So we need to have him do that, and throwing it to them, even though he's getting a touchdown out of it, it works out. I mean, it's just extending his advantage over everybody else. Okay. Next drive for the defense. Favors has got 1 sack. We got to get more. Don't run the football. I don't want you to run it. Throw it with Derek Carr. That's what we want. I don't care about Ronald Jones II. I don't care about Rojo. I want passes with Derek Carr, as many as he got. Open up that playbook and rip out all the run plays that you have, because I don't care about those. And Micah Parsons almost got there, and he throws it away. Micah Parsons almost got to Carr. Why'd you throw it away? Why are you being a good quarterback, Derek Carr? Be a sucky one. I don't care. I just want sacks. Oh, Jeff Sewell! I dove because I didn't know what was happening. Jeff Sewell, was that acrobat? Does he have acrobat? I don't even know. This Buccaneers offense is horrible. What was that? That was amazingly bad from Derek Carr. Behind his receiver. One-on-one, Gambler and Double Me. Are you kidding me? Gambler and Double Me is the greatest combination. Oh, Terry's the best. God, he's so good, man. He is so good. He's just tied Sean Alexander for the 2nd most touchdowns in a single season. Terry McLaurin is that guy. He is him. He is him. I did not think we were going to be blowing out the Buccaneers in the first quarter. An interception, a fumble, and then just our touchdown on the first drive is an insane first 3 possessions for this game. Favors and Chase Young. Everybody's, wait, what's my thing? Away players avoid, I don't know what it is, but everybody's got their X Factor lit up. That ball's out too! And they get it up. Oh my God, this is chaos. This is chaos right now. All 3 of my X Factors are lit up. I'm not sure why. Away players involved in TDs. I can't read that. I read it too quick, or it went away too quick. Buda Baker wraps up Rojo. I gotta read it next time it comes out. What is it? It is away players involved in touchdowns or takeaways enter the zone. So because we got the pick, all 3 X Factors got lit up. No. Oh, I thought that was going to go above Mike Evans, but it can't. Mike Evans is like 6'4". Of course it's not going to go above Mike Evans. Derek Carr would have to throw that 7 feet in the air. Okay, so Favors loses his X Factor. So does Pat Surtain, right? No, Surtain, only Favors lost it. Okay. Come on, get to him. No, stop throwing it quickly. He stepped out of bounds. I completely whiffed on the tackle, by the way. Now it's just Surtain because Chase Young left the zone. So only Patrick Surtain has his X Factor lit up still. That's a play fake. Get the sack. Trent Favors with the sack. That's 2. That's 2. That's 2. Trent Favors, he's shocked. He can't even move. He's frozen because he just got the sack. His second one. That's 21 sacks, ladies and gentlemen. The dream is alive. Thank you for play action. I appreciate that. Oh, that's a deep one. AJ Terrell. AJ Terrell! How did you drop that, AJ? Oh my God, the dream is alive. We are still in the first half. We barely just started the second quarter. Favors has already got 2 sacks, which puts him at 20 and now 21. I tried to fair catch it. I guess I was a little late. And he is now, I think, on the board at least with his 21st sack. That's awesome. We got to keep throwing this to Terry McLaurin because we need to get him yards. So, do we go PA cross? This has good potential to get open. I will tell you that much. I like the Jamar Chase throw a little bit better. Oh, he dodged it. Juke move. Oh, that almost worked. I had to. Jamar Chase was too open. It probably would have been open too if I would have went with Terry, but Jamar was just far too open. You're pressing. How many times we have to teach you this lesson, old man? You cannot press Terry McLaurin one-on-one and expect me to lose this battle. It's just that. Oh, okay. That throw was probably a little bit underthrown. That one's a little bit on me. I will say that. That's on me. I tried to go possession catch instead of aggressive catch, but now I go aggressive catch and Terry holds on. Oh, scary Terry, so good. Scary Terry, so good. Oh, but he's not in anymore. Okay. We'll go to Jonathan Taylor here to get him his touchdown. The streak lives. Jonathan Taylor. The streak lives. Jonathan Taylor and Terry McLaurin are both in the running for most touchdowns in a single season, regardless of like rushing or receiving. Terry's tied for 2nd, and Jonathan Taylor with that touchdown just got tied for 5th. So they're both top 5. And this is a 28-0 blowout. At home at Raymond James State, well, on the road at Raymond James, but at home for Tampa. And we gotta go. Who else are we gonna use her? We gotta use her Trent Favors, baby. We're going for number 22. We're going to tie the record. Oh, they're doubling him. Don't double him. Romeo Goddard, Parsons. Nobody missed the sack because I can't tackle. I suck. Don't double me. Who do you think you are? Trent Favors will still beat the double. Oh, I got absolutely cooked on that one. Did you see Trent Favors on that one? He got pushed back. He got cooked. Cooked. Get there. Get there, Trent. No, it couldn't get there. That's going to be... No! Why did I turn into Pat Surtain? Oh, that's annoying. I couldn't tackle him there. Micah Parsons caught up to him. He wasn't even in frame. That's stupid. I didn't know that I was Patrick Surtain when I pressed the dive button, and then it turned me into him, and I dove. Oh, whoop-de-doo. You scored 1 touchdown. This game's already over. It was over in the first quarter, man. You guys suck. I'm just going to score again on this drive, and I'm going to throw it to Terry McLaurin, and we're going to win. So it's that simple. It is that simple. Kyle Pitts has got his X Factor, which is double me as well. And we have not thrown to Kyle Pitts at all because I've just been trying to force it to Terry McLaurin. So let's utilize Kyle Pitts' X factor here. I like the route that he's on now, but I'm going to make it a little bit more enticing, a little more spicy. Is he open? He's not open, but Terry is. Look at that throw! Did you see that throw? I think that was a no look from Trey Lance there. That's just how confident he feels when he's got Gambler activated. Kyle? I like it. Double me! Oh, God! Kyle Pitts got absolutely brilliant, but he picked it back up! No, Kyle! You... That would have been the most disrespectful thing I've ever seen in my existence. If Kyle Pitts would have mossed the corner, got fumbled, got hit with the fumble, picked up his own fumble, and then scored the touchdown, that would have been the most disrespectful thing ever. Oh, I would have flipped out if that would have happened. I just got to throw that. That could have been picked off. I don't know why Trey Lance was so inaccurate there. I'm low-key disappointed he didn't score there. That would have been just the ultimate sign of disrespect. Who's going to be open here? Escape Artist. He's open. Tajay. Big play Tajay with the touchdown. Only his 4th of the season. I'm sorry, Tajay. You kind of got forgotten about this season. That's a big-time play from big play Tajay. And it's 35-7. No surprise there. Should be 35-0, but they scored. On what can only be described as a bogus play. And I will stand by that. I will die on that hill. Rodrigo Blankenship sends that one through, and it doinks off the post. Let's get another sack. Can you please not double Trent Favors this time, I ask? Nicely. Oh, they double him again. It's a pitch. Pitch. He's going nowhere. Pitches never work in Madden. Rarely do they work. Buda Baker. He's probably happy we didn't trade him either. Where did we send Peneso? I don't even remember. No, go play action some more. That's what we got the sack. That's what works. Play action is a great way to get a sack because Trent Favors usually beats his man. Although Jedrick Wills did a good job there. That would have been hilarious if we would have been able to complete that trade for Tristan Wirfs, because then we'd be going up against Penei Sewell right now. That'd be awkward. Get there. No, I was there. How did he catch that for one? But I was there. I made contact with Derek Carr. I want my sack. I want to tie the record. Let me just tie the record. There it is. Yeah! 3 sacks. That's the record tied. 22 for Trent Favors. Can we break it? Not on this play. Derek Carr will run and just throw it away. But we've tied the record at 22. Trent Favors, can he break it? Come on, Trent. You've got your X Factor lit up. Unstoppable Force is activated. Oh, that could have been great play action. That should have been play action. Why'd you run it on 4? We're going to call a timeout here. We got 1:01. They get the ball to start the second half here. I just want some time to score again. Second half's going to be big, ladies and gentlemen. 3 sacks for Trent Favors today. Ties the record, 22. It's not... I say it ties the record. It's the real-life record. We know that TJ Watt has 29, so we're not going to be able to break the Madden record. But we have tied the real-life sack record with 22. Can we get 23 to secure it? There's going to be a little check-down throw to Terry McLaurin. Got to get him as many yards as possible. So got to throw to him when he's open. And he was certainly up there. Oh, this could be big. This could be big. Terry, one-on-one. Aggressive catch. He dropped it. How did you drop double me? How did you drop the double me? The world may never know. Dalton Schultz is open. He'll catch that. We'll use our second timeout. Jamar Chase might have been open there. I didn't even look his way, but once I threw it to Dalton, I saw that Jamar Chase might have had some space. 23 seconds. We could just get into field goal range, but I kind of want to take a shot here. I got Gambler activated, and I have 1 incompletion to spare. So if I roll out of this pocket, throw on the run, find Jonathan Taylor. He'll get there. I might have to call a timeout there. Yeah, we'll have to call the timeout there. That's probably a bad idea. I tried. They want me to do a 62-yarder? That's crazy. You're legit insane if you think that I'm going to kick a 62-yarder with Rodrigo Blankenship, especially when they're press coverage and McLaurin and Tajay. Oh, it's cooked. You're cooked. You're cooked! Terry McLaurin! It's too easy. Absolutely too easy. We are just cooking Tampa Bay. It's over. We're going to see Mark Burton today. I didn't think we'd be saying that sentence. I mean, I figured we'd put up some big numbers because we're going for these records and everything, but I mean, we're just absolutely torching these kids. It's like we're on the field with Pop Warner. What's going on out here? 9 seconds left gives us at least one chance to get a sack before the half. Come on. Come on. Get there. No, they're going to QB keep? Fumble. Fumble. How did he not fumble that for one? Pat Surtain, I think that was Pat. Maybe it was Buda Baker. I don't know who laid the hit. But, or maybe, oh, it might have been Alex Ali, actually, who laid the hit. Whoever it was, somebody laid a big hit, and how did he not fumble that ball? That's going to be caught, kept in bounds, but it doesn't matter because the zero's on the clock. Okay, we go into halftime, absolutely destroying the team. That doesn't matter. Let's go throw it medium, and we'll go with medium pass for Derek Carr. Sure, I don't care. It doesn't matter. We could literally take a nap the rest of this game, and they still wouldn't beat us. That's how dominant we've been. But we've got to have a singular focus. A singular focus on Trent Favors getting one sack to get 23. This is our goal. This is our mission in life, is to get this 23rd sack for Trent Favors. He's on the board with 22, but I want him to be at the top of that board, right underneath TJ Watt. Oh, that was just a poor angle from Cam Curl there. He still ended up making the play along with probably Darryl Royals. Or it might have been Russ Telfer. I don't know who it was. I get my linebackers confused. All right, Derek. They're in a big-time deficit, so they got to throw it. So that benefits us. Tevin Lamford just swatted that ball away like he's blocking it, Dikembe style. He just absolutely swatted that ball. Come on. You know you have to throw it. Trent Favors just needs a little bit of time to break through the line. He's not going to get it on that one. Get the first down. Good job, Tampa. Good job. That's what I want. I want you to extend the play. I want you to extend the drive so that I can get more opportunities. I don't like that Favors has to go up against Tristan Wirfs. That's just a tough matchup. He does get through and stop Rojo there. It would be really good. Actually, no. I kind of want Kansas City to win. I was going to say it would be good if Dallas can beat Kansas City, but I want them to win so that they can guarantee themselves the 2 seed. Get there! Both Chase Young and Favors were really close to getting that sack. If Derek Carr holds that for another second, they probably get to him. 3rd and 12. Come on, just give me that one sack is all I want. That's all I need. I need it. I'm like SpongeBob needing the water. I need it. All right, good. They extended the play. They extended the drive. Thank you. Good job, Mike Evans. Good catch. Yeah, I'll clap for you. I'll clap for you. Good job. You extend your play. You extend your drive. I appreciate that because that gives me more opportunities to get a sack. Get there. Don't run the football. Why are you running the football down 42-7? I know it's the 3rd quarter, but you got to try and boom, 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 score as many times as possible. You can't be wasting clock running the football. You're not getting any yards. That's just not a good offensive strategy. Come on, Trent. Get there. He's got it. Trent Favors has got it. No, Derek Carr threw it away. Not threw it away. He made a completed pass. Why, Derek? Does he not know that I'm trying to go for the record here? Just lay down and let me touch you. That sounded bad. Just let me get the sack. I just want your sack, please. I just want this juicy sack. My God, is that so hard for you to accept? Get there. This is it. This is it. Yes! I got the sack. 23 for Trent Favors. The unofficial record. Yes! We did it. Now I can start using anybody else. Actually, you know what? We can still use Trey Favors and try to reach TJ Watt. It would be an absolutely historic performance if we did. Chase Young with a strip sack. Somebody get there. Why'd you dive on it, Chase? You didn't need to do that. Chase Young gets the strip sack, fumble, and his own recovery. That's unnecessary roughness, but whatever. Oh, man. This has been such an insane game. I don't even know why it's been so crazy. It's just been crazy. Absolutely wild. I'm just lobbing it up. Aggressive catch, Terry. How do you not score on double me? Tell me these words are not true. I hate that automatically takes Terry out of the zone if he misses one pass or drops one ball or whatever. We have not run this ball very much with Jonathan Taylor. Might as well give him another carry. Let's see. Let's go with a skinny post. Skinny post is usually pretty elite. Although I got to get out of here. There it is. Dalton Schultz wide open. All right, that works. So we extend the drive. And we'll go with a PA flood. See if play action works here. Play action does not work. Although it did work a little bit. Terry got the catch, so he gets more yards. That's always a good sign. 9 catches for 205 for Terry McLaurin. That's a good sign for Terry. I might just have to run this in. Trey Lance gets it in there. Good job, Trey. Oh, and he's swaggy. Conor McGregor style, baby. Conor McGregor. 48-7. 49-7. We're going to see Mark Burton in the second half. Although, do we want to see Mark Burton in the second half? Because we're trying to break records. Mark Burton's not going to break any records for us. So we might keep Trey Lance in this game just to try and break as many records as possible. We're already... Oh, that's another doink off the post. But we are already over like 400 yards passing with Trey Lance today. So we can try and break some more records. Terry's already got the receiving yard. I think Terry's got the receiving yard record. We'll keep throwing to him just to make sure. But oh, good job, Pat Surtain. Got there just the right time. See, I went for a swat instead of an interception, which is why I think he dropped it. If I would have pressed triangle to try to go for acrobat interception, I feel like he would have caught it. Like the receiver would have caught it. Favors can't beat Tristan Wirfs. They're going deep. Surtain! Easy. Can I pick this off or pick six this? I might be able to. Oh, is that Scotty Miller? I think it is. Patrick Surtain with another interception. We talk about this every single episode. He's just the greatest, man. He's just the greatest, man. This has gotten out of hand. This was out of hand in the first quarter, really. And find Jamar Chase, because he's still got to get some yards. 386, so we're not over. I thought we were over 400. I must have misread it. Let's go with play action. We'll roll out to the side. Can I can. It's a catch! User playmaker Terry McLaurin. 420 blaze it. Wow, what a wild throw that was. I didn't think he was actually going to catch that. Terry's got 70 catches now on the season. You probably noticed that Kyle Pitts is not in the game, and he hasn't been in the game since like the first quarter. That is what it is. Snap it quickly. No, Terry was open too. That sucks. The Gambler's probably gone now. No. Gambler can't be gone because of a sack. I think it. Oh, it can be. I was gonna say it only can be gone because of incomplete passes, but I think it can. Obviously, it can still be gone because of a sack. Is Terry open? Terry back in the end zone! Wow, what a pick from Devin White. I probably shouldn't have thrown that. I was getting a little bit greedy there, if we're being honest. But that was an amazing pick by Devin White. Number 18 on the year for Trey Lance. And O.J. Howard with a big-time catch. Are the Buccaneers trying to rally here? Are the Buccaneers trying to rally? They trying to get more points? We've got 410 passing yards. That's going to be caught and instantly brought down by Jeff Sewell. Not much time left to go in this quarter. I actually just started. I shouldn't say that. I should say not much time left to go in this game. That's going to be O.J. Howard again. All of a sudden, they've completely just flipped the switch, and they're about to dominate this game, I would guess. I'm glad they aren't doing this all game. Let's use our Chase Young here. He does have a strip sack fumble. Get there, Chase. Get there, Chase. I did get there, Chase. And how Scotty held on to that ball, I don't know. I got to Carr with Chase Young, but he got the ball away. Just let me get more sacks. I want your sack. I want it. Carr's trying to get Favors is trying to get space. He's got a ton of time in here. Somebody get to the quarterback. And I missed the tackle, of course. He's going to score a touchdown off of this. No, he doesn't. Okay. He got so close. Why could nobody get off the block there? I mean, yeah, there was two doubles on our two best players, but still. Still. That's thrown in the end zone, and it had to be O.J. Howard. I'm really glad they weren't playing this good in the first half because it would have been a different game. I got to raise my seat up. It would have been a different game if that would have been the case. Whoop-de-doo. You scored another touchdown, so it's not looking like as big of a blowout as it actually was. Congratulations to you. Thank you for that kick, and big play, Tajay. I want to return a kick, but I'm not in the right angles to do it. All right, so we threw an interception, but it was 100% my fault. I was getting greedy. I should never have thrown that ball. Shouldn't have got greedy. Greedy Williams. But I'm going to keep letting Terry just cook. Although Terry's not open, so we'll check it down to Jamar Chase because he also needs yards. So we'll see if he can get in there. 4 verticals. They still put Enriquez at tight end. So I figured they would have to do something because obviously Wills is the starting tackle. And Jamar Chase comes down with it. Jamar Chase is him. He is him. What a catch. 6 catches for 151 for Chase. Taylor tries to get more yards. Not going to work. And we'll try and go with a quick slant. I'll roll out and wait for Terry to get open. Terry! Thank God he didn't pick that off. I got hit as I was trying to throw it. I was trying to put that on a different angle. And now, of course, Terry McLaurin's not in the game anymore. That sucks. But we can go to Matt Peterson if he's open. He is open, and he barely caught that. He kind of glitched his way to catch it. But he does catch it, so I'll take it. Give this to Jonathan Taylor, and that ball's out. But he picks it up. Go, Taylor. Go. Score your touchdown. Ah! All right, we lose a lot of yards on that one. But at least he picked. What's with everybody picking up their own fumble? I don't know what's going on. McLaurin's back in. That's good. And throw that quickly. That's Terry McLaurin. Another touchdown for him. Oh, scary Terry's killing it, man. Is there anybody that can stop Terry McLaurin? I don't think so. I don't think there's anybody that can keep up with Terry. There's no corner we have the best corner in the league in Patrick Surtain, so he's probably the only guy that can keep up with Terry. There's no corner that's in this NFL, this alternate universe, that can keep up with Terry McLaurin. He is just the greatest. He is so good. All right, can we get another sack? We've got 1:58 to go. We already have 23, so we have the unofficial record. But I want more. I need it. I want it. I'm dripping at the mouth. I got rabies. I need it. Give me your sack. Come on. I want the sack. Come on. Oh, that was a good play, Mike Evans. Oh, that's a huge hit from Alex Ali. Prince Ali. I forget what the words are. Oh, Derek Carr. You and your eyeliner. Get the sack, Christian Barmore. Trent Favors has still got an opportunity, but he threw it away. You suck, you little wimpy baby. You suck. Let me get your sack. Get there, Trent. Trying everything. He was spinning around. Tristan Wirfs did really good to block him there. He was doing like all the little gator roll spin moves and everything. 35 seconds left in this game. Left in the suffering that these Tampa fans have had to witness. I didn't realize it was going to be this big of a blowout. But that Tampa offense in the first quarter was just unbelievably bad. And Pat Surtain didn't get the interception there. I was kind of banking on the fact that he'd get that interception there. He didn't get it. Oh, they're gonna booth review that? I think he got in. It doesn't really matter. Give him the catch. Oh, they overturned it. It's 4th and 7. Oh my God. Just give him the catch. What does it matter? These refs really have no chill. They're gonna kick a field goal. This has got to be like 60 plus, right? What is it? It's not good. And there's 27 seconds left. Time for us to score one more touchdown. Why they kicked a field goal there? I have no idea. It's not like that would have changed a thing. But I'm not having any chill either. If these refs have no chill, I have no chill. I'm chucking it deep. We're going Terry McLaurin. And that's a catch and a touchdown. What? Challenge. I can't challenge under 2 minutes. I can't challenge. Did he not get in? Show me the replay. There's the catch. 1 foot down. Oh, you got to be joking. Is that foot not down? Is that foot in the air? That foot's in the air. Are those toes not touching grass? Are those toes not touching grass? Oh, they're not. And he doesn't touch until, he's not in. That's a college touchdown. That's upsetting. I thought he had a big time play there. We'll try it again. Might as well. Oh, that one's got a little bit more steam underneath it. That's a touchdown. Oh. Terry McLaurin ties the record for most touchdowns in a season. Not receiving touchdowns, most touchdowns in a season. And that's just a bomb from Trey Lance. Beautiful. And a little bit of toe drag swag, baby. 14 seconds left. 63-14. I think that's either 6 passing touchdowns or 7 passing touchdowns for Trey Lance. I'm not sure. I kind of went a little overboard here, but hey, it's the final regular season game of the series. Might as well have a little bit of fun. This has been a long time coming, man. We have struggled. We have taken our bumps. We have paid our dues in this series. I deserve to have a little bit of fun in the final game of the series, or the final regular season game of the series. I deserve it. I paid my dues. Can Favors get one more? He can't. Not on this play. That's a broken tackle. O.J. Howard. And they don't use their timeout, and they go down, and the clock is over. So we are going to win the game easily. That was decided in the first quarter. 7 touchdowns and 549 yards for Trey Lance. I did have the stupid 1 interception, but I was trying to get greedy there and forced it. What a wild stat line this is. 549 yards, 7 touchdowns. 11 carries, 28 yards to Jonathan Taylor. I did get him the touchdown to continue the streak. 12 catches, 294 yards, and 6 touchdowns for Terry McLaurin. 6 catches, 151 yards for Jamar Chase. So it's not like I was just force-feeding Terry McLaurin. Jamar Chase got over 100 too. Oops, I didn't mean to go back there. And then we go to the defensive side of things, and Trent Favors stepped up. Cam Curl and Alex Ali had 8 tackles, but Trent Favors had 7 tackles, 4 sacks in this game, which gives him 23. He's got the record, the unofficial record, but he has the record. Jeff Sewell and Surtain both got interceptions, and we get the W. Let's go finish out this regular season in style. Okay, we are at the divisional round, and we are taking on the Buffalo Bills in the divisional round. Very interesting, but that's not what we care about. We care about records. We care about stats. So first, let's take a look at the stats to round up the season. 5,911 yards. Now I wish I would have thrown for a couple yards more to get 600. And then 63 touchdowns to 18 interceptions. Much better split than what he had previously. If we take a look at his stats throughout the time, he had 3,985 touchdowns. I was going to say 85 touchdowns. 31 touchdowns and 30 interceptions. That was a rough season. But then we turned it around with only 26 interceptions. See, I was getting better. I was progressively lowering my interception rate and raising my touchdown rate. I was learning. I was getting better. So that's good. Then we go to rushing. 1,700 yards for Jonathan Taylor. Still an amazing season. Yeah, he didn't get to 2,000, but still a fantastic season. And 22 touchdowns. Amazing. Trey Lance had 578 yards and 7 touchdowns. Great on him. Then we go to receiving. Just an immaculate performance. 72 catches, 1,884 yards for Terry McLaurin, and 31 receiving touchdowns. Never will be done again. 31 receiving touchdowns. Unbelievable stat line. And Jamar Chase, not too shabby himself. 77 catches, 1,400 yards, 13 touchdowns. Amazing. Kyle Pitts, 65 catches, 1,100 yards, and 9 touchdowns. That's with him having the stamina glitch for most of his time here in Chicago. So he still got a ton of catches. Matt Peterson got a ton of catches. So everybody did good. Everybody benefited from the offense here. Blocking-wise, everybody did good. Tackle-wise, no 100 tackle season. I thought we might have gotten one for maybe like Budda Baker or something, but no tackles, 100 tackles. We do get a lot of tackles for loss, 38 for Trent Favors, 22 for Chase Young, and then we get the sacks, 23 even for Trent Favors, 13.5 for Chase Young, which is still a phenomenal season. Micah Parsons had 4.5. Interception leaders, just everybody just bow down to Patrick Surtain. He is the greatest corner of all time. His stats as he has been here the entire series. He's been here the entire series. He had 11 interceptions, 7 interceptions, 15 which broke the record, and 14 which tied the record. So he is up there twice now. Pat Surtain is the greatest corner, maybe the greatest player of all time. It can be argued that he's the greatest player of all time. Fumbles, we forced a few fumbles. Yeah, Trace Young forced one and picked it up in that final game. Jeff Sewell picked up 2. I think Jeff Sewell picked up another fumble, didn't he? No, he picked it off. Defensive touchdowns, we had 2 pick sixes, A.J. Terrell and Pat Surtain. I think A.J. Terrell got a pick 6 in his first game after we traded for him. I think that's the case. No safeties this season. Oops, I didn't mean to back out. I want to go see the kicking stats. Rodrigo Blankenship, 8 for 8 on field goals, hit a 52-yarder. I missed 2 extra points. That's just because I suck and I missed 2 extra points. No punts, as you can see. We don't punt the football on this channel. Tajay Chamberlain, big play Tajay, 1,100 kick return yards and a touchdown. And then punt returning, he didn't really get much because you don't get punt return yards in this game. Let's take a look at the records. Official records. Trey Lance has it by a big margin. He has the passing yard record. Check. Touchdown record. Check. Rushing yards, never were going to get it. Not even on the board. That's okay. Touchdowns. Am I on the board? I needed 22 and I think he had 21. Oh, that sucks. Okay. Receiving yards. Terry was close. The huge 200-plus yard game got him to second all-time in receiving yards. That just shows you how dominant Calvin Johnson was in 2012. Receiving touchdowns, a check. Dominated it. Crushed it out of the park. Catches, nobody was going to get there. Defensive sacks. There he is. Trent Favors has the record. Technically. Obviously, TJ Watt has the Madden record, but the official real-life record has been broken by Trent Favors. And then Pat Surtain up here twice. 2 of the top 3 is Patrick Surtain II. That just shows you that he's the greatest of all time. So there are your stats for this. And obviously, we'll go through this again when we're reminiscing in the final episode. We'll go through everything like that. The awards, we checked it at the beginning. I don't think they're going to change. I think they're going to be the exact same. Yeah, they're probably going to be the exact same. That's not a big deal. So that's going to do it for this episode. Next episode is the start of the playoffs. And if we continue to win, we have 2 more playoff games after that. And then it's the wrap-up official finale episode. So I hope you guys are excited for it because we are barreling down the stretch to end this series, and I'm having so much fun doing it. I had a great time in this episode. I hope you guys did too. It's a little bit of a longer episode than normal, but that's just because of the beginning stuff. We took a long time to talk over everything. So hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, leave it a like, subscribe to the channel, join the Juice Club, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.